Hello YouTube, we're here once again. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Today's video we're going to be talking about the long-awaited Disney finally acquiring Fox, and with that a whole slew of characters that's going to be joining the MCU. But specifically I'm going to talk about the X-Men and some of my predictions and some of my speculations that I'm doing for myself that I want to share with you guys, and I'm going to do that all after this short video intro, so stay tuned. And we're back once again. Comic Sniper here. Appreciate you guys watching my video. And for today's video, we're going to be discussing Disney's acquisition of Fox, and that's going to be right around the corner. And according to CNN Business, which I'll be throwing up the article that I saw, that is going to be happening on March 20th. So big news there. And that's going to give us a full timeline, at least, of when that's going to happen. I know it's been a long-awaited thing to happen. We've been talking about it for quite a while, but it is finally happening. So, great news there, because what's going to happen is, of course, there's going to be a whole lot of characters that Fox used to own that's going to be go into the Marvel and MCU fold, and hopefully we'll be seeing some of these awesome characters pop up in TV series and of course the movies in the near future. So we're waiting for all of that to happen, and then with that, of course, there's going to be a lot of speculation happening, and this is what this video is going to be for. I'm going to be sharing with you my speculation and my picks that I feel will drive these comic book prices up. So whether your intention is to buy these books for making money, there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, there's all kinds of people and all kinds of ways you can do collection. I don't judge anybody. And of course, for you guys who are wanting to acquire these comic books for your own collection as part of to hold in your collection, you might want to get on that, because these books will be gaining value and it might be putting some of these out of reach for you guys. Okay, so just a word of warning there as well, for whichever way you want to collect. And of course, there's going to be a lot of characters, things like the Fantastic Four, of course Silver Surfer, Deadpool, etc. But I'm going to be focusing mostly on the X-Men and the X-Men related characters, and there's a lot there. So I'm not gonna go over everyone that I know of, but I will go over some characters, and I'm going to talk about 5 comic books that I think you guys, that at least for myself, I've already acquired some of these. I've already acquired these, and we'll be looking out for more, because they are going to be going up in value. So if there's a chance I can get a better copy for myself, and of course speculate when they do drive up the price, might be able to make money on that as well. Okay, again, these are what I call affordable X-Men comic books to watch for. Okay, now affordable meaning that's pretty subjective as far as what you think is affordable, but they're not going to be the big hitters. Of course, they're not going to be like X-Men 1 or giant size X-Men 1, or even things like what would you say, X-Men 94, the first one of the series. So those are pretty big hitters, and they're already up there. So, and of course Hulk 181, right? So we don't want, those are already what would you call blue chip books. Okay, so, and they will still continue going up in value, and I do believe they will continue to go up in value even after, especially after the MCU puts those characters in the movies. Okay, but these are going to be like sleeper ones. These are going to be lower priced, of course, in my opinion, only what I would call lower price. Okay, those are air quotes I was trying to put on there. There you go. Okay, so take that what you will with a grain of salt, and of course you do realize that these are I'm not recommending to you to go out and buy them. Okay, I'm just sharing with you my predictions and my picks, so that you decide for yourself what you want to do and how you want to spend your dollars. Okay, with that out of the way, we're gonna get right to them. So these are 5 in no real particular order, but I will save my biggest prediction, let's say, to last. Okay, the one I think will have the most impact. And let's start with, this is my King Size Avengers, the Avengers King Size Annual number 10. And of course, even though, and if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of this cover. That's not what this book is for. It's because of this is the first appearance of Rogue. Now, she has already been seen, of course, in the in Fox X-Men movies, but I think in my view, they've underused her. They haven't used her properly, and they haven't utilized her in the way that she can be used, specifically, you know, as a really good character that can like they do in the comic books. Okay, and of course, even though this is an Avengers book right here, she is more related as an X-Men character, because of course she ends up joining the X-Men later on as well. So of course this book will definitely, in my opinion, will be one of the ones that are still undervalued greatly, and will be going up in value when that happens. All right, so keep an eye out on this. This is once again King Size Annual, the Avengers number 10. All right, next up we have the Uncanny X-Men number 169. This one, I don't usually recommend villains that often, because I find that villains are not a great investment as far as speculation goes. They will go up in value, but they drop really fast, unless of course they're hallmark characters, villains such as Dr. Octopus, the Joker, of course, you know, that kind of thing, and Doctor Doom. But this one has the first appearance of Callisto and the Morlocks, which started off, they're actually foes of the X-Men, but they're a subset of mutants that, of course, if you know the story, they live on the ground. But they are foes initially, but they turn into allies to the X-Men, of course. But yeah, I think at some point, the reason why I'm showing this book, and why I think that is a key thing to have, is if the X-Men does come into the MCU, or when they come into the MCU, I think that this one of the storylines they might explore is this one, because this is such a key. You know, they can be such key characters that I think will play really well against the X-Men, and of course would make a great foe for them, and will have a bunch of great characters and add-on characters that they can use as a storyline going forward in more than just one standalone movie kind of thing, right? So that's why I'm kind of looking at this book thinking, you know what, this might be something that Kevin Feige and of course the Russo brothers, if they're the ones going to be doing that kind of thing, great story and great characters to have in the MCU. So watch out for this one. This is the X-Men number 169. For the next one, we have the New Mutants Annual number 2. Love these pink covers. All right, but the significance of this book is this is the first appearance of Psylocke. Really great character. Of course, she is better known for having her attached to the X-Men once again, and with that, this book I think is still undervalued, even though she did already show up in the X-Men movies. Unfortunately, she wasn't utilized properly, I believe, and she has a lot more to offer. Disney and the MCU would give her character a huge jump if she actually shows up and they do her in properly. This is already sought after, but I believe this has more to go, and with that, of course, it's got a lot more room to go up in value as well for this copy. So first appearance of Psylocke, watch out for this copy. This is the New Mutants Annual number 2. For the second to last one, This one is questionable as far as affordable for some people. What I'm talking about is the Uncanny X-Men number 266. Once again, this is the first appearance of Gambit. Now, I'm saying questionable as far as affordability is concerned because, of course, this has some value. But you can pick up this book. It's actually gone down. There was, of course, he was supposed to be in the movie already, and apparently, you know, they were actually he was already in the movie with Wolverine, but they really didn't do him, you know, that well. Of course, in that movie, that wasn't as, you know, wasn't good. wasn't quite what we had in mind. I think he's underused. And he needs his own, you know, I think he can do his own movie. He would actually be really good as a main character himself. So this book actually went up in value, and recently, you know, in the last months or so, has gone down quite a bit in value if you look on GPA, and continues to stay down because there's nothing. Of course, there's no news, and of course, Fox has dropped making any more movies. You can get a really high grade copy of this book actually for, you know, around $100 or so, which is, to some people might be, you know, to some people it's affordable, some people not, but based on what I think this book will still do, if when Gambit shows up in the MCU, this book will definitely be going up, in my opinion. Okay. All right, so the last one, and this one has the most value, in my opinion. This is the Uncanny X-Men number 30, first appearance of Dazzler. I have several reasons for this. Okay, bear with me. Okay, first off, she, you know, she's a really good character, right? She's actually quite powerful. Of a character, even though if you understand her powers, right, she turns sound into light energy. She's a very tied in character with the X-Men. Of course, this being X-Men number 30 being her first appearance right here. So this is going to be sought after, especially the fact that if you understand where Marvel, Disney, and the MCU is going, they're really pushing the feminine agenda. Okay, good, bad, or indifferent, however that is, that's for another discussion. But, you know, whether you like it or not, that's the direction they're going. So I believe that her character will be making an appearance in the future of the MCU, because she is going to be, and I think, you know, when they put her into a movie, just think about the special effects that they can do with her turning, you know, sound into light energy and so forth, and making a brilliant display, that kind of thing. Imagine how good that would look on the big screen. So I think for that reason, as well as her being female and so forth, I think this book is really under the radar. Okay, you can get this book for, you know, especially a high grade. Definitely, you can pick up this book for under $100. There's a lot of good deals to be had for this. Now, this, you know, people do understand that this is her first appearance, and of course, this has a little bit of value already. But I believe that this one is probably the sleeper of the lot, and will have a dramatic effect once she is introduced into the MCU. So this is my biggest prediction. So that's my top 5, boys and girls. Once again, as a recap, the Uncanny X-Men number 130, 266, the New Mutants number 2, that's the king size annual, just the New Mutants annual, Uncanny X-Men number 169, and of course the Avengers king size annual number 10. All right, so those are my predictions. I wonder what you think of them. Hopefully, you know, I'm excited again for Disney finally acquiring Fox and having all the Fox characters back under one umbrella of Disney and Marvel and the MCU. Hopefully we'll see them very soon. That's coming up again March 20th according to CNN Business. So watch out for that to come. I'd love to know what you think, guys. So make sure, if you haven't already done so, make sure you like, subscribe and share this video. Of course, of course join the discussion. Let me know what you think. Tell me down below if some of these predictions are coincide with yours, and as well as if you have any other predictions that you'd like to share with me, and I'll be putting up another speculation video as well, because there's a lot of characters, of course, in the X-Men realm. With that, once again, it's Comic Sniper thanking you for joining me today, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.